the beignets for dessert, right? Well, at least I do. But our next guest is taking those golden fried shells and filling them with some Cajun crab, serving up the best of New Orleans in one perfect bite. Welcome our good friend, Chef David Rose. Welcome, my man.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Been hitting the gym, I see, my friend.
We were doing push-up
Guns out, guns
contests
out.
before. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Cameron won. He didn't win.
No chance of that. Damn, Kim,
back,
can at the
David.
counter,
Thank you so much
waiting
for
for
having
this.
me,
That's right.
darling.
Don't we love this guy?
We love it.
Amazing.
Take him a shirt,
I don't
brother.
know
Take
how
him
he
a
gets
shirt.
shirts to fit around the biceps is the crazy thing.
I just take, I take sheets and I take them to the seamstress and you just, cut them out. Don't tell my secret, yes.
Yeah, and you eat some crab beignets.
Crab
is how you doing.
beignets.
Now this
Yes,
is
sir.
combining two of your favorite types of New Orleans food, right? You're hearing the oohs and ahs over there on the counter.
First time going to New Orleans about 4 years ago.
Okay.
And they have some of the best seafood in the world and beignets. So you know what? I'm all about multi-purpose, multitask cooking. So why not bring the best of both worlds? Boom, put them together. Am I right? Am I right? See?
That's right. You're hearing the oohs and ahs of the counter. Let's go. Okay, so good. We're going to start with the dry ingredients. You've already got them all mixed up in here.
Yes,
what do
sir.
we have?
What do we have in there? We have Cajun seasoning. If you don't have that, make your own.
Okay.
Paprika, cayenne, thyme, oregano. And in there we have as well some garlic powder, some onion powder, salt, pepper, and bacon powder for leavening. So you have that nice, fluffy, chewy, delicious fritter. So we have that first, dry ingredients. To that, we're gonna add our whole milk and egg. So Sous Chef Cam, go ahead.
No, you add.
Go ahead. No, you're putting you to work. You got the apron on.
I got to do
We're
everything.
putting you to work.
I got to do everything around
You're
here.
gonna earn your keep today. And one egg as well. I got you, buddy.
Good.
All right.
There we go.
So with that, that's gonna give you a nice creamy note, a nice tender, fluffy fritter. So you get that nice and incorporated. You want to keep it in the bowl, which you're doing a great job so far. Doing a great job so far, Cam. All right. So once you have everything incorporated, you're looking for a nice, smooth consistency with that batter. No lumps, because you don't want to have pockets of dry flour in there. You want tender, fluffy, delicious fritters.
I know how you got your biceps by
there we
whisking
go.
this stuff right here.
All right.
Okay, now
so
we're going to
from there, the most important ingredient of this is the jumbo lump crab meat. Can you zoom in on that, guys?
Look at that.
That right there is gonna make a really awesome fritter, or beignet rather. So with these right here, there are very few ingredients in the fritter, the beignet. So you wanna have high quality ingredients in it. So jumbo lump right in there, like that.
Just like that. And you told me earlier, when I'm mixing this in, you said, don't go crazy,
Don't go
Cameron.
crazy, because you wanna retain the size of the lump crab meat.
Very good.
And it's just an awesome thing.
How am I doing?
Bacon, you're doing a great job so far. Bacon, because why not? Bacon is like meat candy. That nice little salty, meaty bite.
Okay.
Some roasted corn for a nice little pop of sweetness in there as well. I'm all about textures.
Okay.
And then for a nice little herbal note, a little bit of chives, because why not? You need some green in there.
There we go.
Nice.
And then you fold that together.
Okay.
With this, when you're making fritters, when you're making beignets, essentially the batter, the only thing that's there is to hold it together. You want to have way more filling to batter. You got to have that batter to filling ratio spot on, about 3 to 1, so it just holds it all together.
Beautiful.
You
Just
know?
a little something like that.
A little something like that.
Okay,
and
now-
once you do, you want to go ahead and assemble and fry your beignet. So you have
very
your
good.
oil here about 165, 170.
Okay, very good.
It's gonna be about like a golf ball size.
Okay.
And with this, you don't want it too hot, because you don't want it to burn and over caramelize before it cooks. You have a burnt exterior and a raw center. You don't want
And
that.
if you
don't want that.
If you do the batter just like that, it will stay together. So what I'm thinking is
like
you're going to
that.
put it in there, it's going to all separate, but that
Just
doesn't
like
happen?
that, no, because you have that batter, you have the flour.
And what kind
all
of
that.
oil?
You want definitely a high heat frying, or like canola oil or all-purpose. Peanuts really good as well. Olive oil, you don't want that.
No.
Very low smoke point on olive oil.
Yeah.
So all-purpose vegetable oil is really good.
Okay.
You know, David, this recipe is was inspired by your mom.
Yes, Mama. Hi, Mom. What's going on, Mom? Hello.
What's your mom's name?
My mom's name is Carol Rose.
Hi, Carol Rose.
And before I forget, give a shout out to my goddaughter, Chloe. Hello, Chloe. I promised her that.
Hi, Chloe.
Oh, did you?
Yes,
Is
Chloe.
that
Hello.
you, David?
Thanks for
That's me. Yeah, look at the head. The head hasn't changed. I grew into my head, so thank God for that. But that is me, and that's Mama Rose, Carol Rose. Yes.
That's how you can tell.
So essentially, this just kind of reminds me of a dish my mom used to make growing up, and it was a saltfish fritter. In certain, Caribbean islands, it might be called bacalao. And what you do,
That's right.
it's the codfish, and people back then would kind of use salt to kind of preserve it. So with the saltfish fritters, you then introduce water, kind of rinse them, get that saltiness out of it, and then you fry it with a similar batter. You'd have onions in there, a little bit of Scotch bonnet for spiciness, because Jamaicans love to eat, and then just fry them up like that. So this dish kind of reminds me of that.
Fantastic. Now, how long do they stay in here, did you say?
About 4 to 5 minutes, and halfway through,
Okay.
you want to flip them, so you get a nice 360 golden brown on there, and just get them so right and tasty and delicious and fried through. With this, you want to use a toothpick or maybe a fork to kind of poke in there to make sure that it's cooked through
It's all
before you take
cooked
them
all
out.
the way through?
Yeah.
And so basically, how do you know we're using a toothpick? What's
Toothpick,
the
it
giveaway?
comes out dry. If it comes out wet, it means it's still wet in there.
Everybody
and it
at the
still needs
counter
I
knows the
see
answer.
empty
Well,
plates.
I know you're only cooking for 4 of us today,
Yeah.
but you recently just came back. We're cooking for 3,000 U.S.
Yes,
troops. Isn't that
3,000
right?
U.S. troops, Army, Marines,
Wow.
Navy in Guantanamo Bay in Cuba, and it was just great. If they can, protect our freedoms and fight for our country, the least I can do is give them some delicious food.
Good
Thank you,
man.
Church.
Good man.
I salute you. I salute you.
Very good.
So once
Cameron's
that-
going to be saluting you
Yes.
in just a second.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to start eating.
Yeah, hey, calm down, calm down. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get
excited.
there. So when it comes out, the hot oil, a little bit of salt on there, because you want to always season through every step of the food, and then
Right.
from there, Parmesan cheese. I love doing fresh Parmesan. Other way, you got it, because it kind of melts into that hot fritter and kind of congeals and kind of coats. So with dessert beignets, it's powdered sugar. With this, Parmesan cheese. And there you have it, my friend.
now you
I
go
think we worked pretty hard, worked up a sweat.
That's right.
Let's dig in.
That's right. Well,
Let's dig in.
I did anyway. I don't know if you worked up a sweat. I was really
and it's
doing
good
most of
as
the work.
is, but if you want, I make an awesome spicy chili aioli. It has chili sauce, QP mayo, which is a Japanese mayo, a little sweeter, a little richer, and it gives that nice umami flavor, and rice vinegar for sweetness.
This is one of the best things I've ever tasted.
There you go.
How amazing
Oh,
is that?
Not too bad.
Like
David Rose.
surprisingly amazing. I did not
You
think.
never disappoint.